Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your round 3 clash here at Carrington Park. I am your Mines Commissioner, Josh Prelov, and joined in the commentary box with me tonight is Jack Carl. Jack, how you going, mate?
Oh, mate, I am absolutely stoked to be here. It's been a long time since I've seen anything from the Mines Arena. I'm ready to see these young guys looking to make a name for themselves get underway, and we're back, Josh. Mines is back. We had a short little break, and we're getting back underway today.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of a break here. Wasn't sure where we were going with the SRL, but look, we're back in the box. We've somehow got this back up and running. And with minuscule changes to the team lists, we've got pretty much the same lineup that both teams rolled out for round 2. I'm pretty keen to see how we go here. As we get Matt Chick, he'll be the one that gets us underway for the clash. He gets us back underway, sorry, for the SRL Mines.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm very excited to see some of the young kids of former SRL stars coming through, or current SRL stars, like Carter Malkus. We've got Caden George Slattery. We've got Patrick Corcoran the second from the Wolves, and then on the Bluetongues we've got Franco Lombardi and Rangatira Kaha Webke. So that's probably where I'm most excited to see these players, is this next generation. I think that's what the Mines has always been about, and we're really seeing it now.
Absolutely. As we see the man in question, Webke there, he takes a little hit up. Yeah, these new Mines players, even the next in line program, the new gen players, even they're exciting coming through too. A lot of work's gone into them over the last couple of weeks, making sure that they're all sorted here, as Magic gets it out to another next generation player, Lombardi. This will be tackle 5 now. They pop it down in the pocket for Benji Magic, who just punts it down to the wing of Coleman. He'll bamboozle the defense there. That's the winger there, number 3. That's Jared Cotton. As Levi Douglas, now he'll make a break in some open space, get the offload back to his half, Matt Chick, for tackle 2. Yeah, look, we've seen quite a bit of enterprising play here, throwing the ball around. Both teams not afraid to just throw that inside-outside so far, Jack.
Well, I think even back when I was commissioner of the Mines, Mines just had a bit of backyard footy about it. We see more. Oh, he's through. Wow, what a little run there. And that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of backyard footy, off the cuff. They like to get on the front foot, and they've got themselves in a really good position here.
Absolutely. 5 tackles gone. We've made about 40-odd metres, and we're in the 10. I'm expecting to see an attacking kick from Corcoran the second. He does that. We go up here. We had a tap back, but it's to Alex Neil. He's got space in front of him. I don't know what the fullback was diving at there, but Alex Neil, he'll take it to the house here. Dan James, he made the dive there, but just couldn't get to Alex Neil. And the lock, Alex Neil, he will get the first points on the board for Bathurst.
I can't contain my laughter. I don't know what the Wolves are doing. A bit of miscommunication there. Taps it back to nobody. And Alex Neil, he's been around for a while and not broken into the SRL yet, but maybe they need to start paying attention, because he's got some jets on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it was actually the fullback, Dan James, that actually went up for the tap back. So I've seen it quite often where the fullback go up for the tap back and it just goes to no one because no one's there for him. As Benji Magic slots that through. No doubt there on the kick predictor. We had him at 100% for that kick. As we get a bit of a respite here for the Wolves, they'll take their time kicking this one off, trying to regather their thoughts here, because that was a quick couple plays there, and they were in some really good position, and then it just all came crashing down for them real quick.
Yeah, well, that's what can happen. The switch flipped very quickly, and the Bluetongues now, they'll have a chance to put the pressure back on. They'll just want to get through this set, get to their kick and prevent a kick return. We know how dangerous those can be in the Simulation Rugby League. Yeah, so try to prevent that one.
Absolutely. As we see the ball, they're shifting it on tackle 2 here to Riley Senior, the halfback. He'll just plot it up the line here, just shy of the 40. They'll hit the blind side with Brody Best out to Caleb Kelly. He'll put the steps on. He tries to get around the fullback, Dan James, but he's put a strong tackle on him there to contain him. We're just shy of 40 metres out from the try line. Senior takes the hit up on tackle 4, ruling him out of a last tackle kick here. Bit of an interesting decision from the halfback, but Alex Neil, he'll put the kicking boots on the lock, gets it down to Dion Coleman, and he won't get past the first line of defence.
Incredible defense. That's exactly what I was talking about. And Alex Neil, he's not out of position there with the kicking boots. And I think that's why Riley Senior felt comfortable taking that tackle, taking that run, trying to be a bit of a threat to the line. Because Neil, he's a halfback. He's pretty experienced as far as Mines players go, and we saw that. That was a great little kick. He's got a boot on him.
Absolutely. We talk about attacking the line, and Dan James, we just saw him on screen there, put the steps on and nearly break through. 4 tackles gone. We've just seen the Wolves cross over halfway. Dion Coleman, that's 2 times he's had his hands on the ball there in that set. But we can't get any further than the SRL logo. We'll shift it back to Derby. Derby kicks the ball deep. That's a solid kick there, getting it down to James Reese. He'll put the steps on. He gets past 2 defenders, but we have, I believe that's a lock coming back through Tularavi Vakateni. That is. Making the cover tackle. Gets it out to Alex Neil. Neil there, wrapped up for tackle 2. Out to Benji Magic. Gets it to Justin Ryan. The fullback puts the steps on here. That's a great step to get past that first line of defence, but Dan James in the great spot there to wrap him up. The Bluetongues, they're just on a bit of a steamroll at the moment. They're just making their way up the field pretty well and running through gaps like that. And Josh Strange.
Oh, there's my boy. Go! Very good thing.
He's got past 1 there. He's wrapped up just shy of the line here. That's a great tackle to get him short of the line. And they've just wrapped him up, wrapped Tama Jones up over the line. Amax going to take this one upstairs. He just wants to confirm ball never got to ground. As we look at the TBC live sponsored bunker, he's on his back there pretty well. Great defense from the Wolves.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Great defense there. And sorry for losing my cool in the box. That's my boy, Josh Strange, Broncos dev player.
No, we love to see it. And that's a great take from Dion Coleman there. Good to see the Bluetongues went up for the attack, but great safe hands from Coleman to bring this one back down safely. And get that India. Tularavi Vakateni is absolutely rocked by Jude Tama Jones there. But that's all right. The Wolves, they forgive and forget. Matt Chick now, well, I wouldn't say forgive, they just forget. Matt Chick now, he made a couple metre break there. Vakateni now, he gets the pass to Levi Douglas, almost putting the second rower through the hole. 4 tackles gone, we're just over the halfway line now. Matt Chick will shift it out to Munster Mash. Munster Mash now, he'll just take the tackle. We've just crossed the 40-metre line. Last tackle option here. We're going to go back to the pocket, and how is that not offside? How is that not offside?
What?
KGS now, he gets wrapped up on last tackle, and that is controversial. He's kicked it into the backside of his own player. It's then caused all kinds of bamboozlement, for the lack of a better word, and he picks the ball up and makes an extra 5-10 metres. That is crazy. Back on track now with Cotton. He'll put the steps on. Full back to beat now. Gets the offload back on the inside to Webke. Webke now tackled strongly on the 30-metre line. As hopefully we return to some normality here. Tama Jones now takes a hit up. Tackle 3 gone, 20 metres out. This is some great field position for the Bluetongues. A little bit of a Jamison shuffle there to get out of dummy half. RIP Jamison. As we move on to Tama Jones, tackle 4. We're just making some slight gains here, but Josh Strange, he wants that meat pie. He's gone in again. 5 metres out from the line. Last tackle. We shift it back to Benji Magic. He'll put the bomb, a cross-field bomb. Gets the tap back. Justin Ryan gets the steps on, and he's in.
Oh,
fantastic.
What a try.
That is amazing. I'd love to see a replay on that there. But great effort. Jack, I spoke for a fair bit there throughout that set, but I guess take us through it.
Yeah, well, his name's Justin Ryan. Are you sure he's not related to Liam? Liam Ryan? That was a very experienced play. He got himself in the right position there, and just an easy step. They absolutely bamboozled, and that's a nice try. The Bluetongues, they look like the dominant team at the moment. The Wolves have been right on the back foot since really that tap back, that first set. They need something to break this dominance from the Bluetongues so far.
Absolutely, and Benji Magic's just butted that kick there straight through the middle. Didn't look in doubt in flight at all there. As we now get set for the second kickoff, I guess it's the third kick restart for the game, including the kickoff. Geez, it's a cold night here in Bathurst, and it's probably cold wherever you're watching from.
Give me a call. I need some lessons. Stat. I would love to learn how to kick like that, please.
As we see, Tama Jones now fields the kick off the back fence. Kernke gets it out to Lombard. The Tama Jones gets it to Lombardi. Lombardi, someone who's been hitting the gym lately. He entered the Mines program as a rather understrength player, but seems to be hitting the iron a bit there. As we move to tackle 3 now. Bluetongues have met with some strong defense from the Wolves here. They've done well to contain them in their own half. We're going to get an early kick here. It looks to be too good depth, but way too shallow of an angle to attempt the 40-20 there. But Dan James, nice and careful there not to run it over the dead ball line.
Yeah, that was great. A great kick in the end. If they can keep him trapped down here, that's even better. I don't know if he was going for the 40-20. I think he would have liked a couple more meters on that just to kind of sit in the in-goal area and force him back for a line dropout. But nonetheless, I mean, it's third tackle and they're not past the 30-meter line. This is great from the Bluetongues. Great pressure footy.
Absolutely. As we get to fourth tackle now, Corcoran the second. Wrapped up for tackle 4. Barnes now, he'll take the hit up. We're out of 40-20 range unless they decide to run it backwards and kick it. I can feel we're going to go for a big deep kick down to the right side of Brody Best. Brody puts the steps on one. Are we sure we're not looking at Bradman Best out there? That was a great little cheeky step and go as Josh Strange gets his big buffet in the way, but makes up for it with a 20-meter run there over the 40-meter line. 2 tackles gone.
That was planned.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely planned. As the ball goes out to Senior. Senior goes with a face ball to Justin Ryan, who gets it back out to Cotton, with the flip pass on the inside to Lombardi. 3 tackles gone. Benji Magic now across to his half partner, Riley Senior. It'll be held on the TBC Live logo. Tackle 4. 2 tackles remain in the set here. Lombardi now runs into the line, offloads it to Neil. Neil will straighten up for tackle 5. We've got, that is Benji Magic in the pocket here. Referee Amac in the way, but gets the kickoff anyway. And I thought he was in the in-goal there, but KGS nearly goes running. That's a good set from the Bluetongues and good defense from the Wolves to keep a try from being scored.
Yeah, well, that was the perfect kick. I mean, when you practice it at training, you're practicing landing it right there on the line. And I think let down a little bit by their kick defense there, the kick chase. They're already up to the 50-meter line. They'll be pretty disappointed. Benji Magic, is he captain?
No, captain's Josh Strange, your man.
Oh, yeah, Josh, right. But he's a senior player in the team, and he'll be disappointed in his guys for that one.
Absolutely, as we're on the last tackle now, and Matt Chick's going to punt it downfield to James Reese. Reese now he'll get on the attack, he'll weave in field, but can't get past Dan James. That's good tackle from Dan to stop that runaway, because if he got past him there was no one in sight. And great hit off the ball to force an error. Vakateni there, ready to clean it up.
Yeah, Alex Neil, I think he's a little bit winded there. I see him taking some deep breaths. He's forced to make the tackle on Harrison though. I don't know about the legality of that one.
Yeah, we've seen these off-ball hits all too often in the SRL, and I guess that's just something the referees are going to let go here. As we move on, tackle 3 now. We get the late pass to Matt Chick out to Barnes. Tackle 4 now. This is some great field position for the Wolves. They're going to want to try and convert here. Matt Chick, 4th tackle. He's taking the hit up, so we're going to have Vakateni with the kick. He gets the grab. That's way. Wrap him up.
Get up, Josh. Get up.
Oh, wow. Scenes here. Vakateni rocks him, but lets him get back up and crawls over the try line to get in the field of play. Brain fade. Like you get on them there. You don't just let him go. And Alex Neil's going to punish him for that mistake. He's going to get up to the 30-meter line. 3 tackles gone. The Bluetongues are in some great position to, I guess, salvage what could have been a try. It should have been a try. Sorry, should have been a goal line dropout.
They're just rolling up the field. Complete dominance from the Bluetongues so far. I feel like this has been really end-to-end from the Bathurst team, and I don't know how the Wolves are going to live with themselves after that era, especially when they're this deep in their half now.
Absolutely. As we get a last tackle kick to Coleman. Coleman's going to run through the gap there. He's got the fullback to beat, and Justin Ryan's in the chase here, but he's not going to catch him in time. So Dion Coleman, he's going to spark some life into this Waikato team. We got 8 minutes to go before half time, and it's now going to be 12 points to 4 with a kick to come.
Yeah, that's great from Dion Coleman. He's struggled so far in this game. Pretty much every time he's tried to make a break like that, he's been driven back. He's touched the ball quite a lot. It was about time he made a break like that. And he's put the Wolves on his shoulder. He said, "Come with me, boys." And that's great from the Wolves. That's exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. As Matt Chick now, he's going to take his time to get this one over the black dot here, and that's exactly what he does. So we've got a one score game here, 6 points to difference with a couple minutes left to half time. I guess, Jack, we've both been involved in these kind of comeback games, being down early. A couple minutes before half time, what are you kind of looking for from the Wolves?
Well, I'm looking for a moment like that Dion Coleman just provided. Usually these comebacks are started by one guy that just says, "No, I've had enough," and lifts the whole team, lifts the morale, gives the boys some motivation, and I'm sure Dion Coleman will be in the sheds ramping them up. We need big speech from Tulivaru Vakateni as well. If they want to make this comeback happen, it's all about motivation, it's all about drive.
Yeah, absolutely. As The Rock once said, it's about drive, it's about power. Enough of the music references here as Wiramu Harrison's tackled on the 40-metre line. 2 tackles gone. We'll see Carter Malchus carted up the field there. Tries to get a bump off, but 3 men's required to take him down there. We'll come back on the inside. Munster Mash with an inside ball to Vakateni. Vakateni now, 3 tackles gone. We're into the Bluetongues territory as we get an inside-outside. That's great from Dan James. Dan James is into space now. Justin Ryan there to make the cover tackle. Last tackle now. We're just outside of the 10-metre line here. We'll have an attacking kick to come as we go to the left side of the field here. Goes up, gets the offload. It gets it down. That is absolutely amazing.
That is the best try I've ever seen in the SRL.
Goes up for the ball, comes down with it, gets the offload, the face ball across to KGS, and KGS just falls over the line and scores it. And we're going to have a kick to come to level the game here. We spoke about what the Wolves need to do, and they've done it. As we now, crowd is absolutely giving it to Matt Chick here. Puts it out to the right, and he's got this. Wow. We're all level, and we've still got 4 minutes to play.
I think I'm going to give a phone call to Dwayne The Rock Johnson after this. I feel like that quote really resonated with the Wolves there, and maybe the Broncos could do with that as well.
Absolutely. That was that's probably the best use of commentator's curse that I've ever actually seen. Great stuff from the Wolves. As you can tell up in the commentary box, I want to see more of what we've just watched there. That was insane. I've not actually seen anything like that in the SRL in the first grade. So, wow. That would have been Patrick Corcoran. That would be Paddy Corcoran the second that actually came down with that ball. So great job.
Yeah, well, he's got a bit more skill than his father. I can say that much.
As 2 tackles gone now, the Wolves, they're well and truly in this game now. As Vakateni now, he's got some power in his legs there. He's running up the field. Vakateni in that space, he gets wrapped up on the 40-metre line. As the Wolves now, they're charging, they're looking really good. As KGS tiptoeing down the sideline, and he's just ushered out. They got a bit too hungry there, and not great. You wanted to obviously stay in field there, and great job from Brody Best to usher him over the touchline. No real effort required. But we'll have 2 minutes of regulation play before we go into half time. And both teams here, we've seen some great moments from both sides, and we've seen some rather average moments, but this game has been absolutely fantastic so far. As Alex Neil now, he'll get driven backwards. That'll be the first time we've seen him driven backwards.
Yeah, he's been very good. He's been very central to Betha's dominance so far, and I feel like Vakateni was kind of slouching, and he started to pick it up. Oh my God, what a take!
Son. He just pauses. He didn't realize he actually caught that. He's like, I caught the ball. What do I do? Run, son. As Levi Douglas does the same thing, he runs. And we're not going to have another more tackle. We're going to have half time here as we're going to the break. 12 points all. And welcome back to Carrington Park in Bathurst, where we were locked up at half time here. Look, Jack and I, we just went through the stats there, and I'll let Jack take you through it a bit more here, but I don't think you could split the teams even if you tried. But yeah, Jack, I guess through the stats there, what really stood out to you?
I mean, what stood out to me was just how even it is. I mean, the only real differential between the two teams was line breaks. The Bluetongues had 12 and the Wolves had 19, which I would have expected to be the other way around anyway. You cannot separate these teams based off the stats. You can point out the MVPs so far for each team. Alex Neil has been incredible. Thought so. Stats confirmed it. And so is Dion Coleman. He's made some great meters.
Absolutely, as the Wolves, they're continuing their form from pre-half time. They're trying to roll down the field with 3 tackles gone. We're going to shift it blindside here to Trey Askew. He'll be wrapped up on the 40-metre line for tackle 4. As we're going to go blindside again, Matt Chick now. He'll take the tackle on tackle 4, ruling him out of last tackle options again. This worked out well from last time, but Vakateni with the kicking boots on. That's a good crossfield kick, puts it just before the line. Brody Best, though, he's in some open space. Tries to weave around, but Dan James was waiting for him there, tracking him nicely. I guess first set from halftime from the Wolves there. And how do you rate that one, Jack?
Yeah, it was a great set. Bit of a dodgy decision to give the kick to Vakateni there. Much needed tackle from Dan James. That could have been dangerous. But overall, good set from the Wolves to start off. Made some good meters and got to the end of their set.
Absolutely. As Justin Ryan now saw what Dan James was doing and thought, you can do that, let me have a go. And we're now 4 tackles down into the 30 metres. As Alex Neil, he's not done at all. Makes a break, gets the offload to Kernke, and Kernke, he'll come in to score for that first try for the second half. And Alex Neil, he's just gone, all right, lads, let's keep going, and he gets a try assist to his name. So that's a try and a try assist. It actually might even be 2 try assists for him. But yeah, look, 16-12 with a kick to come. Benji Magic, I feel like this is probably one of the easiest kicks he'll have here. But he'll still take his time, go through his routine as per normal. But Jack, I guess we go from one end of the field and we go to the other.
Yeah, well, that's how this game's sort of been. It's been end to end. And Alex Neil, I mean, their most experienced player, I believe he has made an SRL appearance. So it's kind of expected that Alex Neil's being their best player at the moment. But nonetheless, he's really put this team on his back, and he's got a point to prove. He wants to get back in the SRL.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, performances like this, he won't be out of the SRL for too long. Not at all. As Matt Chick gets us back underway. With a nice deep kick down to Benji Magic, he'll field it and get it off to Webkey. Webkey tries to power up the legs there, but he's just monstered in the tackle from Tularavi Vakateni. As we now get Josh Strange, he'll take a hit up there, gets a couple of good meters, but it's put on his back. As Tama Jones is rocked here. That's a great tackle. 3 tackles gone, and Franco with the butterfingers there, nearly costs them the set there. But last tackle, gonna have a 40-20 attempt. Good distance, but it just bounced poorly for them. But Dan James, he gets around 1. He'll try and make him pay.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've just gone into our archives and had a look. Alex Neil's not made an SRL debut. I'm making stuff up, but he has been around since last year. So a familiar face in the SRL.
Fair enough. Familiar face in the SRL, and he's been great so far for the bit of a blank for the Bluetongues there. As 4 tackles gone, the Wolves, they're in this dominant field position stage. As KGS now, he'll get wrapped, he'll pass the ball out to Munster Mash, and he'll push towards the line. He'll make a good attempt here, but he'll get wrapped up. And Amax on top of that there, he sees everything, and he's gone, nope, we're going out to the 10, that's held up. Last tackle, we've got Vakateni with the kicking boots on again. Vakateni, that's a big kick, and it's too big. James Reese now, he'll come up with the clutch catch that take him out to the 20.
Someone needs to revoke this man's kicking license. It's not working.
0 tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some good kicks, but that one there, he's just put too much power on that one there. But Webkey now, he'll take us up to the TBC Live logo. Tackle 1 gone there, as this was a 7 tackle set. Gets the ball out to Benji Magic. Benji will offload it quickly to Franco Lombardi, who'll cut infield.
He's held there.
Kernke from dummy half gets it to Magic. Magic flicks it on the inside to Neil, to the Magic man himself.
Clear him. 3 hands away.
3 tackles gone. Bluetongues are struggling to make meters unlike they were in the first half, but they've just gotten up over the halfway line. 4 tackles gone.
Move. He's held there.
Franco Lombardi to play it halfway between the 40 and halfway. We're going to shift across field. Senior to Ryan. Ryan goes for the step there, but gets wrapped up by Patrick Corker in the second. Last tackle, 40 metres out. We're going to have a punt kick across field, I'm going to say here. And I'm wrong. We're going to punt kick down the middle of the field, straight to Dan James. He's on the run there. Gets past 1. Can't get past 2. That's the number 12 there. That'll be Josh Strange, your man, making the tackle there. As the inside ball to Wiramu Harrison. 2 tackles gone, and the Wolves, they're 30 metres out from their line.
Well, I actually like that strategy from the Bathurst Bluetongues there. Quite often, halves in the SRL will get caught up kicking to the middle, kicking to the wings, sorry, and then you get that big winger break. When you kick to the middle, there's a lot more chaos in the defense. There's a lot more backup players that can make the tackle. So I really like that from the Bluetongues there.
Absolutely, as we're just over 40 metre line, just like the Bluetongues were for the last set. We're going to shift it to the middle, and Munster Max, she's going to kick it over to the wing of James Reese, and James Reese is going to try and power up those turbines, but gets wrapped up in defence there. As we'll shift it back in, Benji Magic will face ball across to Webke. Webke will power up over the 20 metre line. 2 tackles gone. Bluetongues there just trying to battle out of their own half. As Benji Magic takes a hit up on the TBC Live logo. We'll come back to the left side of the field. Webke will bump off 1. Gets into some open space. Wrong foot to the fullback. Gets an offload to Alex Neil. Alex Neil will get driven back a couple metres. Four tackles gone over the 40. We're about 36, 37 metres out from the try line here. Benji Magic across to Justin Ryan. Ryan gets it out to Senior. Senior runs it straight at the I think it's number 12 for the Wolves. Can't quite see that one from here, but Alex Neil gets it across field. Crossfield bomb, placed perfectly. Absolutely placed perfectly.
Oh, that is incredible.
That is a great kick from Neil. Great bounce. It just bounced just out of reach for Franco Lombardi. Great effort from the man though. As Vakateni will take us up over the 20 metre line.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great kick from Alex Neil. It was even better from Dion Coleman. We see it way too often where wingers in that kind of situation will pick the ball up and they'll go into touch. Great control not to touch it and to let Franco Lombardi take it into touch.
Absolutely. I mean, and like for a second row, that's a great effort there to even try and attempt that put down. But Dan James, he was juking and jerking, trying to get past the defence there, but as wrapped up by Alex Neil, I believe it is. But we get the ball out to Carter Malchus. Malchus now, he'll power up just shy of the 10 metre line. 4 tackles gone. They have 2 tackles in hand. As Derby, short pass to Mash out to Wiramu Harrison. And Harrison, he will just get us set up for a last tackle. We're within the 10 here now. I'd imagine a grubber kick. That's what we get, but it's just a dog's breakfast there. And Franco Lombardi there to scoop up the remains, and we get a 7 tackle set here as Tama Jones gets driven back by 2 defenders. As Franco Lombardi now goes towards some space here, but absolutely he's wrapped up there by Wiramu Harrison, I believe it is, and Tama Jones now. Again, that's twice now this set that Tama Jones has been taken back. Seems like the Wolves defence is taking it out of them there, but your man Josh Strange gets a break. 12 gets the pass off to Riley Senior as we go back behind the 40 now. Great range for a 40-20 attempt here, but don't listen to me. Pass the ball back to Caleb Kelly. Caleb Kelly gets the steps on 1 as the Bluetongues now will be just over the Wolves 40 for last tackle. I'd imagine we'd have a deep kick here, whether it's left, right or middle, I'm not sure. Benji Magic though puts it down to the right-hand side, and that's the right-hand side of Dion Coleman. And Franco Lombardi with a cover tackle. He's had a great last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, he's had a quiet last 5 minutes. He's just been really solid.
As
a great run.
As Alex Neil is trampled by Wiramu Harrison, he said, "You're having a great game, have some of this." And Wolves now are on the attack. Dan James now gets through the middle there. He has Justin Ryan a beat, but Justin Ryan there tracks him well into the 20. 3 tackles gone. The Wolves are rumbling. The Wolves are rolling. Patrick Corker in the second now. 4 tackles gone. 10 metres out. We're going to go back in the middle. Munster Mash is going to draw and pass. Wiramu Harrison tries to pump it up over the line. He gets eerily close. As we now have last tackle, he shifts it backwards. Munster Mash with the grubber kick. Munster Mash with the recovery, and Munster Mash with the try.
What a try, Munster Mash. He does it all himself. I think he was trying to put a grubber kick in for a support player there, but
It looks like
it
it's
hits
just
the
rebound.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits the legs of the Bluetongues player, and he picks it up, and that's why you never give up on a play.
No, definitely not. And that's great stuff from the Wolves. It all started from that, I guess, running over the top of from Murimu Harrison, where he ran over the top of Alex Neil. But we're about to be 18 points all with, well, what's that, 15 minutes to play.
You nearly cursed him there. That was a bit close for comfort.
Yeah, look, we don't endorse commentary curses here, but look, sometimes things happen. As Benji Magic lines us up to get us back underway. And I guess, being the captain, Josh Strange, what do you think's going through his mind? You guys were up, your team was up for the most part of the game. They took the early lead in the second half, but now they're, I guess, that was interesting. Mitch Barnes got his bang. Wow. But back to the question, I guess, what's going through your head as a captain there in this situation?
Well, what's going through my head is just getting them to be calm. The Wolves are playing very frantic footy. Don't buy into the emotion. I think that on paper, the Bluetongues are probably the better team here. They just need to get back to what was working for them at the start and stop buying into the emotion of the game and just really grind them away. I think we might be headed towards a little bit of golden point here, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. And golden point's been something that's been off topic in the mines. With golden point rules, we play golden point limited time. So it'll be 2 5-minute halves, and then after that, if it's a draw, it's a draw. So if that happens, then we obviously know what's going to happen next. But wow, Tyler Kernke picking that up there. It's a bit of a charge down from, I didn't catch who it was, but Bluetongues, they're going to be in a pretty good position to start this set. Going to get halfway between the 40 and 30. 2 tackles gone.
I think you'll find that was Franco Lombardi.
He's
been everywhere.
He has been everywhere. I would not be surprised. But Tama Jones now, he's running with a little less impact than normal. I think he might be getting a little bit tired. He did go bang earlier in the first half, so I wouldn't be surprised. But this is a man that clearly can never get tired. Alex Neil, he has run it up to the 20-meter line. Last tackle, we're just going to be outside of attacking kick range. But Benji Magic said, "Who cares about that? I'm going for it." Yeah. Oh!
What a shot!
Webke absolutely smacks Dan James, and oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my goodness! These are some scenes here. No. So we had Jude Tama Jones, also Webke absolutely whacked Dan James, and then Tama Jones absolutely whack. I didn't even see who it was. I didn't get a chance to cough the ball up. So that's a great little set there from the props. As we see another off the ball tackle here. Another one from Webke. Webke the Terminator as Kernke now. He gets the ball, plays the ball there. Franco Lombardi now. He's going to have a go himself here. For a man with a little strength here, he nearly gets it. 2 tackles gone, 10 minutes remain. Benji Magic's going to try and run it up here. I think he's got this one down. Daniel Hellier wants to double check. He wants to see what is going on. He might not have been paying attention. TBC Live bunker. I think this is the angle to show it, but there we go. We're going to get another one.
I can see yellow and green there.
Well, I mean, the jersey is yellow as well for the Wolves, so we have to double check. But look, that's a try, and the Bluetongues, they're going to take the late lead here, 22 points to 18, 9 minutes to go. Absolutely insane scenes. We've seen 3 big hits that have pretty much turned the game on its head. We might have cursed them when we're talking about golden point, so let's see what happens. But Benji Magic now.
I think all the Bluetongues boys owe Webke a beer or 12. That was incredible. Webke has basically provided that opportunity. He provided them 2 opportunities, one of which they sold. Webke, get around him. That's incredible. I think that's pretty much the game. I don't know. It's going to be tough from here.
I wouldn't recommend buying beers because I'm not too sure of the ages of those new gen players. They're usually pretty young, so we'll have to fact check before we go offering beers. Make sure we're not offering beers to minors.
Webke's 18.
There you go. As we get a kick deep down to Justin Ryan. Justin Ryan gets it to the hitman himself, Webke. He'll take the safe tackle there. With 8 minutes to go, the Bluetongues will probably be looking just to slow it down, not give away anything silly, and kind of look to just play this game out. Yeah, that kind of sees what they're doing here. They're doing their one-up hits, well, as they just throw another pass. But Webke, you get driven back. I guess, Jack, what we're seeing here, they're not looking for anything, I guess, magnificent as Cotton makes a break. They're just kind of looking to play the game out. Is that kind of what you'd be doing? Is that,
Oh, killer. Coach killer.
Absolutely.
What are the Wolves doing?
As a team that's needing them to cough the ball up in good position, giving away a held and tackle penalty is the opposite. But as I was saying, the Bluetongues, do you think they're just looking to play it safe here, or are they going to try and go for the juggler, go for some more points?
Well, I think now that they're down here, they will. They will go for more points. I don't think they'll die wondering. But I do think that set started as very much of a just calm yourself and go straight through the middle.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how they play this set now that they're down here.
Absolutely. As we get the ball out to Neil. Neil's going to get in some space. There's some open space on the right side or the left side for the Bluetongues. But Cotton gets wrapped up in a good tackle by, I believe it might be Carter Malchus. I'm not sure what he's doing out on the wing. Actually, that won't be Carter Malchus. No way. But anyway, I digress. 4 tackles gone. This Wolves defense is firming up very nicely. Last tackle, they're doing well to repel them. They get the grubber kick and he drops the ball. Vakateni now, he gets the ball on his 10-metre line. 7 tackles in hand. And by God, what a great tackle. Now the Wolves have got 4 minutes to go up the length of the field. Absolutely insane stuff as Derby now gets it out to Mitch Barnes. Mitch Barnes on the 30.
Hands away.
Out to Vakateni. Vakateni will take a hit up here. I'd be looking at an early 40-20. The line's not ready for it, but I don't think they're thinking that. Wiramu Harrison now halfway. 4 tackles gone. This is a decent set. You probably want some more meters here, but Carter Malchus, he gets driven back.
Kick return, danger zone here.
Absolutely. Kick return is a danger zone. As they get the ball back to Munster Mash. Munster Mash punts it down to the wing of Brody Best. Brody Best now, he'll get wrapped up nicely in defense. Now the Wolves don't have much time here at all. We've got just under 2 minutes left of play. Sini now gets the ball. He tries to go through the gap here, but it's closed on him nicely. The Wolves, they're going to have to get these tackles done quickly. 2 tackles gone. They're going to have to force an error now. We've got 3 tackles gone, just under a minute left of play. Karma Jones now, they're going to look to slow the clock here, the Bluetongues, absolutely. Josh Strange now, he'll just soak up the meters, soak up the time. 4 tackles gone. We might actually get 1 Wolves play.
We get a kick return try.
We could get a kick return try. We're going to get a kick, and we've got 10 seconds left to play. The Bluetongues are going to try and waste as much time as they can. The ball's kicked, the siren's gone in the background there. KGS now, he's going to straight line it. He's just going to straight line it to Brody Best, and Brody Best's going to wrap him up, and he's going to that's the game. 22 points to 18 is the final score here for your TBC Live SRL Mines, and wow, what a game we've had so far, Jack. Well, actually, sorry, what a game we've had tonight, Jack.
Yeah, well, what a way to get us back underway for the SRL Mines. I mean, you've waited 2 weeks, Mines players, and we're finally back. And what a way to get started. Benji Magic, Justin Ryan, Alex Neal, and Tyler Kernke all getting tries for the Bluetongues. And on the other side of the ledger, Dion Kelman, Munster Mash, and KGS. Quite an exciting game today, I think, Josh. I mean, I certainly didn't come into this expecting that level of spectacle.
Absolutely, and look, you're not the first SRL player or commentator to come over to the Mines and say that. And to anyone else watching at home, get into the Mines. Like, honestly, this is some of the best footy. Like, you get some really good games here in the Mines, and this is just one of them. We're playing now on Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. This will be a 4 o'clock game on a Tuesday. It sets you up nicely. You watch some Mines, get nice and pumped, and you can roll into the 5 o'clock SRL game. Like, what a better way. And that 5 o'clock SRL game, if I'm not mistaken, I actually believe it's the Broncos and the Cowboys, is it not?
Yeah, we got to go on a flight real soon. We're not supposed to be in Carrington Park, bro. But we got to go.
We're supposed to be up to Townsville, it's not Queensland Country Bank, is it? No, it's
no, 1,300 Smiles.
1,300 Smiles. As we're going to get on a flight here, but we'll leave you with some highlights. Thank you very much. I've been your Mines Commissioner, Josh Prelove, and in the box with me is the great Jack Carl.